Betonia rat, Natoria ratara payini tira at, tira miala at, tira kuantari, ishanatari hila at. Opening the vortex through the heart, working with an acclimatization, emerge into the physical form. La baboria shanatara at. And let's commence to rotate all spins to correct all devolutionary spins through the heart momentums and augment these stations into a refresh. Toroko kianaliaka. So notice the spin rates and the directions. And la shatora na tari ila ata ariyama tari titiala tara o titiala na tari mishatiako. Nitiako akania la tarashat. Bringing in the refresh, opening up the gates, centering through the heart, grounding through the platform, coming into the new expression of being, actualized through the form. There have been major reordering, gate openings through the form. Lashana. And we're currently dealing with the final release and sorting out of the karmic impasse through the physical form as the higher tones have descended and have taken up residency within the form. So there's a dualistic energy of releasing out tension, agitation, reordering, simultaneously anchoring in the pulse of stillness, the fortification of the ground, toning and tuning into the sweetness of the return home, being very vigilant as we apply the layering effect, very specific, very focused through the ground, through to create the infrastructure, the abode of being within the physicalization, within the manifestation. So as we open through the white, pasana torasha liakokonia liarasana makura aka makayishnata nitatia la torashanta at. We're going to stream from the vortex of the heart through the core into any portal chambers that are still active within, swap out within karmic infiltration. And we're going to start to run through the white and through the rainbow to seal these portals, Lokora Shanata Ramayanata, updating the fractal fields. Lakadiaroko Amatara At. As well, toning to the human mind to be still through the absence of the other. Showing the human mind to reorientate, to focus internal, to anchor through grounding, run the facilitations through the grounding expression. La Mara Toramotari Shitiki Bantialotaraman. So as we come in, commencing to augment through the portal gates, through the form. La Paro On Tare Shantara Pai Natara Shiti Ala At. And now we're going to come in to invoke the seal of this impulse zone through our form. So this is anywhere through our form. They were holding gates and patterns open, participating through our injection into corrupt systems. This is wherever we seeded in to run the resurrection gates. So now it is time to close out this participation, to come into new boundary systems, to reallocate our energies, that we're here as the autonomous being, that we're no longer feeding into discordance, we're no longer participating within discordance, we're no longer allowing our template structure to be utilized for discordance, for the balancing of the polarization, because we're coming into a new platform of holding full unification through the form. So we're not operating from a polarized system through the form. And as we come into anchor, so just feeling the root update now, lots of root seals coming in, which is wonderful, especially associated to the karmic deviations. Makoniana, how our sexual energies were siphoned and utilized by darker, denser fields. And when ready, we can commence to sever and step out, simultaneously recalling all our energies. So anywhere that our energies were taken and utilized through the template zones, we call back all our energies, reconfiguring, reformulating through our expression, through our energy center, and allowing now this connection to rise through our body. We're removing out fear and trauma of the future, of stepping forward through the feminine aspect, as she has been highly invaded through sacrificial templates of demise and having her energy being siphoned out to great degrees. Tara Shontoramo Kantiela Kora and reproductive organs updating for the release Kaponi Shalatarasa. So just seeing all darkness being swept away, dropped out as we drop the spin from the heart down into the root. Samarotonayala. So using the pressure, the power of the spin, augmenting through higher essence tones to repel and release out, to get a very deep cleansing in through here, in through the root. Pantisu Santanti Sisi Pansio Toto Sisia Pansia Wasantantia Masio Toto Shishiya Kapansiat Nisha Toroko Sinisia La Shata Masakania Wata Apa. Lots of updates coming through the feminine field, allowing her to reorientate, to step forward into the new expression. So she is the one bringing in, anchoring the light, anchoring the higher light artifacts, the templates, the architecture, and it's the same effect as building the nest. So that she is preparing. So note anywhere within the live reality that you may be cleaning, you may be preparing, you may be purging, you may be moving. All this is in preparation for the physical union. So we're overriding patterns and programs of separation through the human mind. How is this going to come into being? Tuning into the essence again, tuning into the pure tone of the union. As we start to pull off all the nightmares out of the human psyche, allow these veils to come out and allow them to purge down and out through the core, allowing for the release, observing within neutrality the release, and calling in our power, knowing our power that we can resurrect, that we can refresh, that we can rebirth through the miracle of union, of pure union. And allowing our heart to expand through this refresh as the union template spins through the center of our core, accelerating and opening through all momentum. It opens, it expands, grounding and anchoring and fully connected simultaneously to pure source light, Koshalatara. As the union template expands, it reverberates out all discordance, all bog, all lockdown through the union. Pa toto ne ti 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 atora atata nemo te ti jo chia chi ria sanada toto to pai. Into the human mind, into the tissues, into the cells of the brain. Ka tana toro ban tada ila ara. Refreshing through the luminescence, allowing the mind to spark up again, calibrating to the vision fields as we now attune into the new world realities, pivoting the mind off the past, out of the trauma, and bringing in a new focal point into the light, Tara Sotona Matiala, and to start with something small and expand from there. La Tara Sho, into the simplest, into the most beautiful expressions, and commence to build Tara Shantia. Reconnect into the light, into the love, into the purity. Natara Santiara Ata. Being grateful, being in gratitude. Tora Santarata. Tuning into the sweetness, into the warmth, into the tones of being home. Kampantora paratira feeling the sanctuary of being through the template of home. Karatora man nila tara tara ila tara reconnecting into the earth and feeling the emotional body release off with the reconnection. We release off the pressure, we release all the stress, we can relax into and be within the tone of home, anchoring down and soothing, buffering to seal through the indigo, tom tatia toa, any reverberations of transference. So any toggles through the offsets, anywhere we pick up on discordance, and we feel the contrast to the stillness and to the peace, we now buffer through the blue, bringing up our buffer fields and sealing. As we're stepping up our containment mechanisms, coming into the authentic being, into the integral, into the sovereign expression, calibrating your expression. To ta tia 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 wa tia 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 wa ha tia ma tia shun tan tia o cha wa. Stilling within reverence, anchoring the stillness through the mind, allowing the new mind to activate and expand. Allowing for creation, for the love of creation, for the power of creation to ignite through the form and resurrect, updating through the nervous system, allowing us to come alive, come spark up, fully activate through the form, and being at peace, being within the form. O koko na ta toroko, that the earth is our gate, that the pure source is here with us. The pure source is not somewhere out there, it is within us. Tontia shantatia ho ka nia ka totia shita, and allowing the pure source to open and emanate. O activation with the beloved now. Kon tati chitia man tatia chiawa tia shania tia na tatia no shoa. Through the form, tan tato, through the atomic range, kapa silva. So meeting the beloved through the form, tan pa yishnitia la'at, through the new energies, with impurity, and allowing for more washes to come in and clean and comb the union template. So this is anywhere that we had false energetic patterns, karmic infiltrations, and then we cannot seem to unhook from the pain, from the trauma of the transmutation process. Again, coming in to seal these portals through the human mind, emotional, and mental bodies. Sealing our fields from all rips and tears, knowing, so we're going to reassert our power, our higher essence tone, and update our mind to the mission, that we are fully on board with the mission, our participation, our transmutation, all accords balanced in divine harmony. Lantara Shotaya. That we stop pointing the fingers, we stop playing the victim, we step fully into owning all that is within our sovereignty, within our singularity, within the autonomous aspect, and allowing all the false lines, the false nets to drop away from between the twins, between the union. Tada tona na tana tada. We do not live in fear, do not live in lack, we live in pure abundance. We live within the great light, Toda Shala Ara Ama Tia Tia, and allow this reverberation to echo out through the field effect. Now the counterpart is running an update as well, that they receive the updates through the mind. All communications fully online and open, harmonized. Release the anger, release the agitation. Update the templates through the blue. Ton tan 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 pan tan 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 pan at. Toch ambasho an. Okay. Balancing in stillness. Acclimatizing through all gates, through all pivots, centering, being within the gold heart, cho 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 mat, and so it is.